Morning and welcome back to Build with the Boys. It's just a quick one. It's an update on the men's mental health video I did earlier in the month. So we didn't see it back on the 1st of November. I did a video about it being International Men's Day on the 19th, which was just this weekend, just past. And I hope you did something manly. I personally, I wrestled a bear and then I carried a boulder bare-chested up a cliff just to throw it off and then shout, "Drago," into the abyss. I didn't. I built a little bus, but whatever you need to do on Men's Day. But the reason why I'm making this update is because I've received a lot of messages, and I do mean a lot of messages from people that are going through it at the moment, that are going through a tough time. And thank you for sending those messages. It takes bravery to do that because I know it's not easy. I know it isn't, particularly when it comes to sort of writing it down and then you're kind of reliving it as you're writing it down. I get it. I get it completely. But thank you for messaging me. And as I said, I will reply to all of you. I genuinely will. And I'm sorry to hear of what a lot of you are going through at the moment. I really am, and I genuinely am. I have a lot of empathy, and I don't. It sucks, man. It does, and I wish life was fairer. I do. And I wish I could wave a magic wand and make all of your situations much better. But I can't wave a magic wand. But what I can do is point you towards as many magic wands as I possibly can. So again, the one thing I can't stress enough is there are lots of things out there. If you're going through it, do not suffer in silence. Do not. You can reach out to a stranger, as you have done with me. That's fine, and I will talk to you. And I'm one of those guys, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And I'm kind of hoping that you're seeing that now. The one thing that's always gripe me, and I know we do it as people, this is a trait that we do as people, but it's always been a bugbear of mine, is if you've ever been at a funeral and someone will come over and say, "There's anything I can do, anything at all, it doesn't matter what it is, anything at all." Next time that you experience that, say, "Yeah, give me a car." I'm like, "What? Give me your car? You said anything. There's anything at all you could do. Give me your car." Like, "No, I can't give you my car." "Well, we found the upper limit of your anything real quick then, didn't we?" So that's always been but that's an extreme example. But you'll get people, "If there's anything I can do, yeah, can we get a coffee on Tuesday?" "Can't make Tuesday." Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. So I don't do that. If I say I'm going to reply to you, I'm going to reply to you. If I say, "Please message me," you can message me. Don't feel like you can't. Do not think, "Oh, no, I don't want to message this guy." Message me. I will talk to you, and maybe it'll help. Maybe it won't, but I mean, maybe it will. From someone that has gone through it as well. And trust me, you are not alone. You are not alone. There are a lot of people going through it at the moment, going through very bad times, hard times. There are. But the one thing that remains a constant, and I know you'll hear this if you're going through it and think, "Yeah, right." I promise you, bad times don't last. They just don't. They might last a really long friggin' time, but better days come. They always do. And sometimes when you least expect it, you never know what is around the corner. You just don't. You don't. And it's today could be the day that everything changes. And if it isn't today, maybe it'll be tomorrow, you know? So hang in there. Bad times don't last. Badasses do. And I know you're all badasses. So hang in there, man. Seriously, hang in there. And as I said, you can interact. And the other reason for this update is because we are a week away from December and the kind of the full Christmas frivolity kicking in. I know that's a particularly hard time. I know that is a particularly hard time, and what makes it harder is it seems that every store, brand, TV channel in the world conspires to remind the lonely of just how lonely they are. When you're going to have all of this stuff rammed down your throat about Christmas, it's time to be with family and friends. Yeah, well, not everyone's got family and friends to be with, have they? So all you're doing in your efforts to sell, whatever premium crap it is you're selling this time of the year, is just kind of reiterating to people that, "Are you lonely? Will you be lonely this Christmas?" And it's like, there's no need for that. There really isn't. So what I'm doing throughout December is I'm upping the content on the channel. So you've always got something. So you're kind of like, you can always swing by and have some interaction. And like I said, if you message me, I will message you back. Be it a comment and things, or you can email us at buildingwiththeboys@outlook.com. and we will message you back. But I'm gonna try and put more on the channel over December. I can't promise every day, can't, because that's a lot. But there's going to be more, and it won't be for everybody. It won't. I mean, it's kind of like I try to do as much on the channel as I can because, like Halloween, for instance, the horror stories of Halloween, not everyone liked that, and it's like, well, that's okay. It just that wasn't for you. There'll be something else that is, but. I want to give you all as much as I can over Christmas, so you got somewhere to come, and you can come and hang out with Building with the boys, and we can chat. But that's what I'm doing. I'm possibly going to do a live stream on New Year's Eve as well, because again, as you might look, oh, that guy seems happy, and that not always. I mean, I've spent the last 12 New Year's Eves on my own. Not completely on my own, but my wife typically goes to bed around about 9 o'clock. The kids are fast asleep, and I kind of sit on the couch watching the fireworks on my own, and it sucks. So I might live stream, and we can see the new year in together, you know. But that's kind of what I'm doing. But I need you all to be strong. That's what I need, because this is the rough period coming up. And I need you all to stand strong. And if you need to look at Disney commercials with a cynical eye, you go ahead and you do it. You look at it with a cynical eye and go, yeah, right. And that'll get us through, you know. Talking is wildly important. And my advice would be, talk to somebody. It doesn't matter who you talk to, but talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. And there are men's groups popping up all over the place now where you can go and hang out with dudes that are kind of going through the same thing, or you know, need some friends, need you know, some companionship. There are men's groups available, so check those out. Yeah, in local community centres, village halls, things like that, you will find them. And you might think, that ain't for me. What's the worst that's going to happen? Seriously, right? Go along one evening. What is the worst that can happen? You turn up there and you think, yeah, no, I've got nothing in common with these people. And you can go home, can't you? What have you lost? Nothing. Or you might turn up there and think, oh shit, these guys like the same stuff I like. Or this guy understands what I'm going through. And it's not all sitting in a circle, you know, and pouring your hearts out and crying. That ain't what it is. A lot of this is just interaction. It's just hanging out. She'll go there and you'll talk about the World Cup. Or you'll talk about, you know, whatever. You'll talk about movies, or you'll talk about, you know, whatever. Don't think that. Don't think that this, okay, we're all going to sit around in chairs and tell our story. That can be it, but typically that ain't it. It's just about meeting like-minded people, you know? Because this is the thing. I mean, again, I wouldn't say I was lonely, but I definitely experienced loneliness, because for me, I see my friends realistically once or twice a year. That's it. They live all over the place, and a lot of them work unusual jobs, because I can't go into it, but I work an unusual job. But we don't really get to interact. So this is hanging out with buddies for me. And even if I do, when I see my buddies, I'm not going to go to them, oh man, I installed a badass piece of hull on the Titanic. They ain't going to care. They don't care I've completed a route master. They go, what's that, a bus? They don't care. So when it comes to this hobby, I've got no one I can share this with. Nobody at all. No one cares. But that's not true, because you care and I care. So when you've done it, I care. I'm interested. I want to know, you know. When you've modified something, I want to know. And that's one of those things. If you've done something, you've got the sense of achievement. Like I finished the route master on the weekend, and I'm like, man, look at this thing. No one cares around me. They go like, oh, you finished your bus now, have you? Yeah. Great. And I'm like, oh man, come on. So they don't care, but you do. I do. So this is why we can be there for each other, can't we? I mean, it's a nice community. The modelling community is a nice community, and it's not just me. I mean, there are other YouTubers out there that have got plenty of stuff coming up over Christmas, so we can interact. Wayne does his quiz at Christmas over on World of Wayne. There was a Christmas quiz. It's a lot of fun. I advise swinging by for that. That'll be fun. Kev over the Nexus is doing the Park Work Awards. That'll be fun too. So these are all little things we can do, and we could just interact throughout December, because it's important. It's important. It's a rough month. It's a rough month, December. It's not all It's not all saccharine for everybody, you know. But we will have a lot coming up through December on the channel. I have got Christmas movies for people who don't like Christmas movies coming up, which again won't be for everybody. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. If one of these lands with you, great. And we got some other bits and pieces as well, but it's purely about just interacting. And don't let the loneliness kick in over Christmas. Reach out and talk to somebody, you know. And that's where we are with it. But again, an overwhelming response to it, a very positive response to it, and I genuinely hope it has helped some of you to hear kind of my own experiences of it, and that you're not alone in this. You're not. It's okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you any less at all. We all go through this. We do. And again, if you're watching thinking, well, I've never gone through this, you might, because it doesn't matter how healthy, happy, and well-adjusted you are. This can happen to anyone. It just can. So it's important that we stand there for our brothers. You know, we stand up for our fellow man, and you know, don't push them down. Lift them up. That's what we need to do. And just have those interactions with people, man. And this is something you can do as well. If you're out in a supermarket, or you're out and you see an opportunity for chit chat, or you see a small talk, be it a bus stop, be it wherever it is, a queue somewhere, have that chit chat, have that small talk, particularly through December, because for some people that might be the only interaction they're going to get. So take that opportunity, and just be nice, man. As I always say in my videos, in a world where you can be anything, be nice. I mean it. It's not just kind of something cute to say at the end of a video. I mean it. It's really easy to be a dick. It just is. The easiest thing in life to be is cynical and kind of a dick. That's the easiest thing, because it takes no effort at all, right? It just doesn't. It's easy to do. And I can say that from experience in what I do for a living. That's what I do. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as I'm a professional dick, but I certainly, I'm not nice. That's kind of what I have to do, and it's horrible, which is why outside of it, I'm as nice as I can be, because I've got to be quite nasty at work, which is remarkable, because a lot of people I work with see my videos and go, my God, I'm like, yeah, no, that's actual me, work me, that's not me, this is actual me, and that's wildly important. So it is important to be nice. It is ridiculously important to be nice, and it's hard to be nice, because sometimes being nice means grating your teeth and being nice, but be nice, man. Because you don't know what other people are going through. You don't. And this is why I have tolerance sometimes when you see kind of people ranting on a Facebook group, or when I get kind of nasty comments on videos, because I do. I'm not nasty back. It's hard not to. I mean, believe me, I've started typing to them and go, oh really? You want some of that? I got plenty of it. And then I delete it and I go, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know why you felt the need to vent that way. And that's the way I've kind of looked at it. It's the way I've got to, because you never know who's going through what, and that's my standpoint on it. But I'm rambling now. Christmas can be a lonely time. Let's not let it be a lonely time. Okay, with the modelling communities here, we are very welcoming and we are very supportive of everyone. So get involved. You know, come by, come watch our videos, come have a chat with us, come do the live streams, come do the interactions, and come and hang out with us. You ain't got to be alone, man. You haven't got to. There are people here, and there's a lot of us going through it. Trust me, from all the messages I've had, there are a lot of us going through hard times at the moment. Avoid the news as well. Jesus Christ, I mean, that's just doom and bloody gloom all the time. So don't focus on that. Don't focus on that. And that's tough as well. You hear something nasty on the news, that's typically what you focus on. Well, don't. Find something nice on the news and focus on that, you know? And that's the way it is. Because again, it's like when you get negative comments on a video. If I get a negative comment on a video, it would be easy to focus on that one negative, and oh man, and ignore the 20 positive ones, you know? So that's what you got to do. It's like, I'm not focused on the one guy that didn't like it. I'm focused on the 20 people that did. And that's how you got to be, man. That's just how you get through this. But I need all of you to hang in there. That's what I need more than anything. And I know that's easier said than done. I do. But hang in there. Genuinely hang in there. Because I promise you this won't last. It won't. Better times will come. They will. Genuinely will. And We'll get there together. Okay? So hang in there. And again, support your fellow man. So if somebody says they need to talk, find the time. I know life is busy, but find the time. Find the time to talk to them. Find the time to message them, and find the time to check in on your brothers and just say to them, "How you doing, man? You doing all right?" It's 2 seconds out your day to do, but it can mean the world to somebody else. So that's it from me. I will put up links again at the end of this to let you know where you can places you can reach out to and do. If you are going through it, if you're struggling, please do. And you might think that ain't for me. What's the worst that can happen? Seriously, what is the worst that can happen? You know, you phone one of these numbers and you go, oh yeah, that's not for me. That's the worst case scenario. But the best case scenario, who knows? Who knows? You know, wonderful things. So take a leap of faith if you have to. But talk, reach out, get help. It's okay to not be okay. It is. That's all from me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I will catch you very soon for more from Building with the Boys. Take care.